Can you talk about some of the policy initiatives that you've engaged on in your time in the state Senate?
Yeah, I mean, I would say paid family medical leave is a perfect example of something that became incredibly partisan in the state of Connecticut, and it was tough to get across the finish line. And I kept scratching my head thinking, this is a pro business initiative. I want to make sure that my employees feel cared for, feel happy and healthy. And this was a way that our paid family medical leave program was a way to have employees pay in to a system that they could take from when they were most in need of needing to do that. And so we were able to establish a program that really worked for everybody. And so I became an outspoken voice in this regard and making sure that we could get this over the finish line, but also making sure that business owners recognize the benefits of providing something like paid family medical leave to their employees at a time when we have really struggled with providing other benefits. You know, the cost of healthcare has become astronomical and very difficult for small businesses to maintain health benefits for their employees. I know, I've had this experience. I used to be able to offer all of my full-time employees full health benefits. And unfortunately, over time, that became unsustainable. And that's the story for so many businesses. It's why I became an outspoken voice on a public option for businesses across the state of Connecticut. Now, we've still had trouble getting that to the finish line for a number of reasons, not the least of which is that Connecticut is sort of known as the insurance capital of the country. But I will say we're still fighting that fight and working on real solutions to make healthcare more affordable for small businesses and folks across the state of Connecticut. So I'm proud of that. When I first came in to the legislature in 2019, when I was sworn in, I became the Senate chair of the Environment Committee, and those initiatives have been near and dear to my heart. You know, we've been able to get things across the finish line, like a ban on plastic bags, which I led in the Senate, as well as a ban on PFAS chemicals or forever chemicals, which we're learning more and more about every day. I'm still seated on the Environment Committee. I transitioned to chair of the Transportation Committee, and there is so much overlap. In fact, in my last year on the Environment Committee, I worked with former NewDEAL leader, Senator Will Haskell, and together we partnered up and created the Connecticut Clean Air Act, which at the time was Senate Bill 4. I'm so proud of the work we did together, and it's what led me to my passion for transportation and transportation emissions. And so, the two are sort of inextricably intertwined, the environment work as well as the transportation work. And so I'm proud to continue in that tradition and do work on reducing transportation emissions, not only by, creating electric vehicle initiatives, but also by promoting public transportation, which we all know has so many benefits beyond just environmental benefits, certainly economic benefits, and mental health, quality of life benefits for folks.